This is Nicole Olivia from Song Dog Homestead. I'm new to this. I am terrible on camera. It is not my friend, but I'm bored. I'm on medical leave. It's the middle of winter. Well, the start of winter, technically. And I want to garden and I want to talk about gardening. And I just have my dog to talk to gardening about. And he's not much of a conversationalist when it comes to gardening and seed starting. So I wanted to just speak about what I wanted to start real soon, as in, sorry, squirrel. January is when I typically start onions, and there's a few other things I like to start in January as well. I'm going to try some new things. To me, I've not grown in a greenhouse before. Not really. I've always grown indoors and moved things outdoors. And that's worked in the past, but now I'm living in a very tiny space, and that will not work for me anymore. So, I have a bunch of seeds, and some of them were given to me, some of them I bought, some of them were purchases that I didn't need to make, but I made anyways. And those of you who are seed fanatics like I am probably understand that more than anything. So let's get started. If there's anything that someone wants me to start for them, let me know, and I will start a set just for you. And I'm talking locals here, people I actually know. So I'm not doing any mail order kind of fancy stuff like that. And this weird, I don't know, effects on this camera. I'm using my desktop. I don't have a decent camera. So, hopefully this works. Anyways, these are onions that really need to be started, because onion seeds don't last very long. So these are definitely going to be sown a little thickly. But I got to use them up this year. So Weathersford Red, I don't know if that's showing up. Weathersford Red onion. The very famous Walla Walla sweets. Those are very common to grow up here. Unzen Flats. They don't get very big, or I haven't had them grow very big yet. I didn't have much luck with them this year. I didn't have much luck with onions at all for the first time ever. It was a weird year. Everything got started off at weird times. Onion Red of Florence. This is a very kind of long, skinny onion. It doesn't get big around like your normal supermarket onion. And this one I've never grown before. Monastrell. Anyways, it's a new to me onion, and this one is fresh seed. So we'll see how those go. I don't eat onions. I don't know why I grow them, except I'm usually really good at growing onions. So people have me grow them onions, and then I end up giving them away and putting them in the county fair as bragging rights. Okay, and now these are kind of iffy seeds because someone gave me these seeds, and I don't know how old they are, and if they're going to even sprout. Here's yellow Spanish onion, evergreen bunching onions, but I have a million of these, so if these don't sprout, that's fine. And then I have these Tokyo long white onions. So I have a whole bunch of these, and evergreen bunching onions. And everyone likes bunching onions except for not me. Onions are ugh. But anyways, I'm sure I can find homes for them. And then we have chives, because I ordered a grab bag of seeds, and that came with a million chive seeds in it. So there's going to be a lot of chive plants on the plant stand this year. And I assume these are chives as well, but they're labeled flowering Chinese leek, so they're probably the Chinese chives. They look like the Chinese chives on there. Again, iffy seeds. They were given to me, so now here's some seeds that I definitely want to grow that I can start now and will be starting. These are fava beans, and I personally like fava beans. They're a lot of work for a little tiny nibble, but they're good. I like them. These are crimson flowered fava beans. There's no picture there, but they have a really pretty flower. I've grown them before, and I lost the seeds, and I wanted to find them again, and luckily I found a company that did have them. I'll be saving the seeds, of course. Hopefully I won't lose them again. And these are your Windsor broad bean favas. And they're your general fava with white flowers. Again, iffy seeds, Utah celery. I like celery, so maybe they'll come up. Okay, and now we have a bunch of different things that I'm going to be growing. Asparagus, Conifers colossal. I started other asparagus last year, and it's doing well. It's a baby yet, but it doesn't hurt to have another couple kinds. The one I grew last year, is a hybrid. This one is an heirloom. And this is true potato seed. It's a russet. And yes, you can start potatoes from seeds. They have little potato berries after they bloom that are green. They're poisonous. They look like little tomatoes, but you can't eat them. They are in the same family as tomatoes. Stevia candy. I might have to start this one indoors because it will have to be hot. These like heat to start, like hot. I've started them from seed before, so I know the drill on those ones. Cauliflower. This is Snowball Y Improved. I just read in a book that you should start cauliflower in January, believe it or not. And I still got broccoli growing in the garden, so it doesn't surprise me that I could start this in a cool greenhouse. Black goji berries. I heard the red ones are less sweet but have more medicinal than the black. But the black ones are supposed to be sweeter, and I'm not really that fond of the red ones. Maybe I'll like these ones better. Purple sprouting broccoli. This is one of my favorites. Instead of one big head, it gives you a bunch of little florets all the time. So you always have florets to eat. English thyme is an herb that you want to start early. Thyme takes a long time to get going. More cauliflower. Okay. Here is broccoli rabe. I've never grown broccoli rabe, but if it's anything like sprouting broccoli, I think I'll enjoy it. these were seeds that were given to me. They're a little on the older side, but broccoli and cabbage seeds tend to last for a few years. Giant Italian flat leaf parsley. Again, these seeds were given to me, so hopefully they germinate. But I did plant some parsley in the fall, so I will have some parsley no matter what. Louisia Elise mix. This is a fun perennial little plant that I have growing already in the greenhouse for the winter. Although it can be outside, it just doesn't like the rain. It likes a drier place. It's actually an alpine plant and a native to the U.S., to the Washington even, in the alpine areas. So I like succulents. I wanted to try growing these. Sea holly for cut flowers. Some of these I'm starting early because they need a cold period. They need stratification, and I can do that in the cold greenhouse. I can plant them in the soil and then move them to a heat pad when it's time to wake them up. And then mugwort, which is something people think it's a weed, but it is a very, very important herb. Pitcher plants. I have pitcher plants. I started from seed already. They're a couple years old now, and they're getting big. But I wanted more variety, so I got another packet of seeds. And those do need cold stratification. And St. John's wort, another important herb. I've seen some growing wild, but I didn't see the patch come back this year. And this will be interesting for me. Siberian iris, purple with white throat. Again, these seeds were given to me. And I'm betting that they do need a cold period. Pink primrose. It's just a plant that I really, really think will be pretty in our woodland. They tend to go dormant in the summer, so you don't have to worry about watering them. Same thing with Claytonia or miner's lettuce. It's a little wild green. I grew up in California, and this was a common wild green growing in the lawns and in the fields. And finally, but not least, and I'm probably sure I have more to add to this list, eucalyptus, a couple different kinds for doing arrangements for flowers. And for the scents, I love the smell of eucalyptus. I grew up with that smell. In California, they had the eucalyptus trees that were growing. They kind of went wild. But the smells were always refreshing. So I got baby blue and silver drop. 2 kinds. And that's what I have on store to start in a week or two, or even sooner. Depends on how bored I get while on medical leave. Thank you. Let me know if you want to have any of these seedlings, and I will make sure that I grow enough to share.